What's up, guys? Today's gonna be another chill video. We're gonna be ranking some anime. A lot of people got angry at the comments in my last video, saying my rankings are not that good. And I told y'all, it's just my opinion, and just looking to have some fun here. And I'm gonna be doing something kind of weird. I'm not gonna start out with Attack on Titan. I'm gonna start out with Yu Yu Hamasha. I'm gonna do it backwards. See how this works. So Yu Yu, it's a very good anime. I feel like it's more of an isekai, honestly. But I guess isekai can be shonen, but that's besides the point. But it is a really good anime from the 90s to 80s, I'm assuming. Considering the art style and the fight scenes. This show necessarily wasn't really trying to teach you a lot. I feel like a lot of days, newer shows, they're trying to teach you. They're trying to show you a lesson. But it wasn't necessarily about the power of friendship and what friends can really do for you in your life. It was a classic adventure story. And for that, I'm gonna have to put it in S tier. If you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend it. For dubbed users, there's a dub out there. For sub users, of course. Yeah, it's a really good anime, and let's go into my S tier. Promised Neverland. This is kind of difficult. The show was very entertaining. For the first season, I'd say about 70% of it was good, and then that 20% at the end was kind of weird. The mystery of it was the best, where you don't know what's going on and you feel like you're sort of unraveling it with the children. It was a very enjoyable show. But I don't think it's an S tier. I don't think it's an A tier. I definitely think it's a B tier. Mainly because the drama was good and the mystery was good, but when they got out, it kind of ruined the show for me, because the whole point of it, what they were trying to do was get out, and they finally did. And then I'm just like, okay, so what now? And then what now came after was kind of stupid. And as soon as they got to that area, where they got to kind of, this is kind of stupid, I just stopped watching the show. It just didn't interest me enough. And I'm the type of guy to watch really trash anime, right? To watch really trash shows, but I got so emotionally invested to this one. And then when the stupid parts came out, I just felt betrayed. So if you're looking for a good action, good mystery, it's that, but don't expect too much out of it later down the road, because like I said, it sort of gets into that, at least from my perspective, the writer kind of didn't know what to do. Later on, they knew how to write a good mystery, but in the later seasons, or later season, it didn't get that good. So I'd have to put it into B tier, but it's a very enjoyable watch. Check it out. Soul Eater, my last ranking, I put into S tier. But honestly, yeah, it is an S tier anime. At least for what we have right now. I'm not sort of comparing it to the other ones. It's an S tier anime. And Naruto. Okay. So we have both of the Narutos here. And honestly, the original was that good, and the sequel was not as good. the the reason the original was so good because the scaling of the powers, every character, every person was a threat to Naruto. He couldn't control his um his beast. I forgot the name of it, but he couldn't control it. The Nine Tails couldn't control the Nine Tail beast, and there was this sense that at any point in time something big can go off, and you don't know what to expect because he couldn't control it. He might even attack Kakashi Sensei. He might even do some crazy stuff. And the plot with Sasuke running away was handled a lot better in the original series than the sequel. Yeah, I personally like it a lot more than Naruto, but not to say that Naruto is bad. Naruto Shippuden's great, but it's great, but it drags on a lot. The plots are very interesting. It's very interesting, but it drags on. And to get to that episode, uh, where they do all that cool stuff, it takes a while. And for me, I sort of found myself skipping a lot of it, which is not great for a show, you know? If they would have condensed it a lot more and put the relative information in, you wouldn't need to skip so much. That's what I like about a lot of newer anime. It doesn't run on for 400 episodes. It runs on for like about 60, maybe 50. But those 50 episodes are jam-packed. There's not so much filler. Because I feel like filler definitely ruins the show. You know, back in the 80s, maybe late 90s to early 2000s, when you knew that every episode was going to get like 1 million views on live television, you could stretch it out, but it doesn't really hurt the product itself. I mean, some filler could be good, like some bleach fillers are good, but it takes away when they're not. That's weeks on weeks on weeks on weeks on weeks of just waiting for the actual show to come back. So for that, I'd have to rate it a B tier, but it's hard for me to even put it there because it's great. The parts where they're actually progressing the story, it's great. It's amazing. But the parts where it's just, you feel like you're just dragging along, or they're just dragging you along, and you can skip some of the episodes, but if you don't go to like a site to show you where to skip, you're gonna skip critical information. So they kind of sprinkle in crumbs and it's not good. Now this show I have not seen. It's very interesting. I don't know. I might watch it. One Punch Man. One Punch Man, I felt it was great. I felt season 1 was great. I felt season 2 was great. People were really complaining about the animation, which I knew it wasn't the same level, but the story was good and it felt good to watch. I feel like a lot of anime fans are spoiled. They want the best animation for everything, the best this for anything, the best that for everything. But if the story's good enough, because if you're just necessarily just watching a show for the visuals, you're a child. Point blank, you're a child. But if you're watching the shows for what you can learn from it, for the enjoyability of watching these characters interact with each other in the world, then that's a different story. Because the world in the show, for me, what makes a good anime is the world. The world they live in, the characters they interact with, and the things they do. A lot of shows, right, they fall into the visuals. The visuals. Sure, their visuals are great, but why am I watching this? Why am I watching this? If I wanted to look at visuals, and just visuals alone, I'd go to a museum. I'd go to an art gallery. I'd go to somewhere where I can look at art. Sure, but I want a story. I want to feel something. I don't want to necessarily be taught something. I want to feel something with the characters. I want to put myself in their shoes. And that might be some escapist bullcrap, but it's fun. It's fun. And for that, I'd have to put it into definitely A tier. It's a good anime. It's a great anime. One Piece. Whew. One Piece. One Piece is what I was like talking with Naruto Shippuden. The filler will kill the show. And One Piece is great and all, but it's not that hyped up. It's not that good. It's a great show. It's great for what it does. It's entertaining. It's fun. But people hype this thing up like crazy. Man, people might dislike me for this, but I've seen about 500 700 episodes, and the filler, I feel like every episode really could be told in 20 episodes. Like every arc could be told in 20 episodes, but they just drag it on and on and on and on and on, and the animation is terrible at some points. Right? I know I don't care about visuals, but like I don't want to be watching 1 frame per minute. And it's not even the action is terrible, it's that they'll like talk so much and not doing anything. And it's not like the talking's progressing anything, they just talk just to talk. So B tier. Yeah, I've seen a lot of episodes. I enjoyed it. I felt that it was cool, but the filler and the long episodes, and you know, you'd watch an episode, right? And you'd really only get 5 minutes of new information. Because you got the 7-minute, what is it, like the 4-minute intro. Then you got the 3-minute recap. Then you got the characters that don't really do anything new. And then you get the 5 minutes of extra story. The 5 minutes of extra story, and then you get the ending, right? And maybe there's like a recap, maybe there's like a still frame. There's something at the end where it slows down, and then you end. So you only get 5 minutes of episode per end. And you don't know where that 5 minutes gonna land. It might be towards the beginning, it might be towards the end, but you're really only getting 5 minutes. And it bounces back from the beginning to end. So that's have to land to B tier. Because I can't watch a show. I can't sit there because time's all precious, man. We can't sit there and just wasting time. Because that's what I'm feeling like when I'm watching the show. I'm like, I'm wasting time. I could be watching something else. I could be playing video games. I could be something else. But I'm sitting here watching this show, not enjoying myself, wondering what's gonna happen next. And I'm wondering and waiting. So I'm like, this is such a waste of time. I could be doing something else I might enjoy more. But I'm sitting here wasting my time. I'm sitting here not enjoying the show. I'm sitting here just doing nothing. So that's how to put into B tier. Not to say the story is bad. Not to say that anything is bad. It's great. I felt like the early episodes, the filler was managed properly. The filler was respectable. It was respectable of your time as a consumer. Right? But in the later seasons, it just got out of hand. It got so bad that, and not to say that, and also the writing got bad too. The writing got bad. The plot towards the story that actually, it just got bad in the later seasons. Honestly, season 1, season 2 were great. It built up the cast, it built up the story, and we felt like we were going on an adventure. But the same thing happened over and over and over and over again, and that spark was lost by the creator. I'm sorry to say that. So this show, I forgot the name, but I hate to do that when I forget the name. I'll come back to it. I'll look up the name, and yeah, come back to that. The Seven Deadly Sins, C tier, C tier. In my last ranking, I gave it a C tier as well. You can't build a show on slogans alone. I'm gonna say it again. You cannot build a show on slogans alone. I want to see something. I want to see something cool. But it felt like slogans and slogans and slogans. It didn't feel like real entertainment. Like, because that's what these shows are. They're trying to entertain you. They're trying to entertain you for money. But it felt like they were just doing this and expecting money out of it. You know? And it wasn't that entertaining. Mainly because I'd say the show's not entertaining. Maybe to some people, but just not to me. The character is so powerful. You know they're not gonna lose. I don't think in Seven Deadly Sins one of the main character loses. One of the sins loses a fight. Okay? So if the sins never lose a fight, if the sins never, sure, they'll go through, they'll get beaten up really bad, and then 5 minutes later they're fighting a creature 10 times stronger. You can't, cause eventually you're gonna figure out, okay, so this guy's never gonna lose. You have to have loss, dude. You have to have loss. You have to have setback. And if there's never setback, what's the point of watching it? Now, my hero... man. That is a hard ranking. Because I enjoyed it a lot when I was younger. The story was great. The action was great. And honestly, this is a classic action show. It's very classic. It's kind of slow. The pacing isn't that good. And it kind of falls into that power fantasy creep where the main character is like a god. But it's good. I'd have to put it into B tier. Just to keep people happy. I haven't seen that. Is that Yu? That's not Yu Yu Hakusho. What is that? Is that the... That's the anime of the guy with the reverse sword. Samurai... I think that's like... This... The Samurai Warrior? Samurai Warrior... Just... fairly good. Fairly good. It's A. I didn't watch so much of it. I liked it. It got very repetitive a little bit, and it felt like like a comedy sometimes. It probably was a comedy. So it was okay. I liked it. Now, JoJo is an example of a show where the characters have setbacks, where the characters go through hardships, right? And it's not that somebody just dies, right? It's that they go through mental anguish, right? Because a lot of these shows, someone will die in the next episode, everyone will be chill. Everyone will be cool about it. But when people die in this show, they're generally affected. They're generally shocked. They're not just happy about it. They're taking this shit seriously. They're like, this fucker's trying to kill us, man. And we gotta kill him before he does the same to us. Like, we gotta... Come on, guys. It's a classic... It's not even classic. It's new age. It's new ideas. It's new powers. It's new fights. This is why people watch anime. This is why people watch the medium of anime. For this level of concept, for this level of creation, for this level of imagination. You cannot get this sort of stuff in other mediums. You cannot get JoJo. You cannot get Dio. You cannot get these people, bro. You cannot get Stone Ocean. You cannot get. You can't get that stuff from other mediums, bro. You can only get the stuff from animation, bro. The ideas, the action, the fight scenes that come out of this is amazing. It is amazing, bro. So, honestly, I'd like to go into detail. So the first season, people say it's not good. It's not what JoJo is. There aren't spirits fighting, blah 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 blah. But it establishes the characters, establishes why they're doing it. It doesn't rush into it like other shows, like another show. The father dies, episode 1. That's why we're going on this 1,000 episode journey. But it builds into it. It shows you why, right? Because Dio, right? He didn't come. His dad was a fucking loser. His dad was a bum. His dad was a crook, right? And Jotaro, right? He came from a wealthy family. He came from Dio wanted to be JoJo so bad. He wanted to be him so bad. He envied his life that he wasn't born to a family like him, right? And he sees JoJo, right? And JoJo's just this wimp. He's just this wimp, and he's envious because he's like, if I was in this situation, if I was him, dude, I would have this whole shit shut down. I would have this whole shit shut down. But Dio doesn't realize because he grew up the way he did, because he had that terrible life. That's why he thinks that way. But if he was born into that family, he wouldn't think that way. Now, I don't really remember a lot from the first season. I watched this about 10 years ago. I was 12. I was young as hell. But it's great, man. It's really great. And I think season 2. What was season 2 again? Let me research. Okay, so season 2 was Stardust Crusader. Stardust Crusader was great. Stardust Crusader was amazing because you had the first episode, right? First episode of what made the show so great. I mean, the first episode is kind of what I was talking about before, where, oh, your mom's sick, let's go. Your mom's sick, let's go, but it wasn't dragging you along. Your mom's sick, let's go, but it wasn't boring. Your mom's sick, let's go, but it was building to something. It already built to something because you already seen the first episode, so you already know what's going on. I mean, the first season, so you know what's going on. And the later seasons sort of change up the story and keep it fresh, right? It isn't just Stardust Crusader filler going on for 1,000 episodes. It's great. It's amazing. Yeah, it's definitely S tier. Just gotta look up this. What is this box? Hajime no Biho no Aipo. Oh my god, it's a terrible pronunciation. But yeah, this is a great show. Because it's kind of realistic. This guy from this small town in Japan, his dad's probably dead. I'm pretty sure his dad's dead. His mom's a fisher, and he helps out, and he picks up boxing because he's being bullied. I'm fairly positive, or it's just like an accident, and he picks it up, and he's not the best in the world. Right? He's just a kid from a small town. And he picks it up. He's damn good at it, right? He's got that natural talent, but he's not as good as everyone else. And it's fire show because it shows you a natural progression to something. You stick at something for long enough, right? And you can get good. I can become the best in the world, but boxing for him wasn't necessarily I want to become the best in the world. I want something. Because I felt like he didn't know what he wanted in his life. But when he became a boxer, he was like, damn, this is what I want. This is amazing. I have purpose. Right? And it gave him confidence in real life. It gave him friends. It gave him a thing to strive for because he didn't have none of that. He was just a sort of a sweet kid, a naive kid that got picked on. But the bullies came around. The bullies were like, this guy is cool, bro. This guy's a boxer. And we're sorry for bullying you. You're lit, dude. And he became friends with him. And he didn't even resent the people that bullied him. He's the type of person, bro. So you feel like, oh, this guy is a good kid, bro. This guy's a good kid. He's cool as hell. He's cool as hell. I have to give this an S tier. Because it was enjoyable while I was watching. A lot of these animes, you have to do some like mental gymnastics. You go, this is so fun to watch, bro. The first few episodes are so great. But it's kind of getting boring. It feels really repetitive. Oh, this is sort of annoying. It gets repetitive, but it spices things up. It gets repetitive, but it does things different. That's why it's in S tier. And you feel like, oh, if only maybe if I watch 10 more episodes, you'll get it good again. For this one, it's good throughout. You know what you're getting. You're getting a boxing anime about a kid that wants better in his life. Hunter x Hunter is another S tier anime. Another S tier anime. You get this kid from this island, really happy, and they go on adventures. And it's not one adventure. It's not one thing, right? JoJo does this well, right? Every season is something new. Every season, we're starting for something new. We're not starting for what happened last time. We're starting for something new. There are so many missions in the story. There's so many action points. There's so many things. Okay. So you have the first one. Was the first one exam? I'm pretty sure the first one was the Hunter exam. Yeah, the first one was the Hunter exam. The next one was, what was it again? Are we going to something? We'll go to the Hunter arcs. Okay, we got the exam arc, you got the Zodiac family, you got the Heavens Arena, you got the York New City arc, you got the Green Island arc, you got the Cinema Ants, and the 13 Chairman's arc. Okay. Look, did you just hear that? I ran off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 arcs, right? 7 arcs. 7 arcs in one show. And that's in under 100 episodes. Under 100 episodes of 7 arcs. This is what I'm talking about with Naruto, bro. Naruto, it's 1 arc for 100 episodes, bro. It's 1 arc for 100 episodes. Who got time for that? They can't drag out a show 20 minutes in length for 100 episodes? Bro, the content in like in each arc in this is like 20 minutes. Is like 10 to 20. Bro, so it's really compact. You're really enjoying yourself. That's why it's an S tier, because it's an enjoyable watch, bro. It's about the story. It's about the characters, right? The characters are okay. They're not as strong. They're kind of bland. They kind of follow the one character archetype. Is, wow, I'm happy all the time, and I'm really justice, and I know the right way, and I'm always right, so on and so forth. You got the other friend. He's like, ugh, I'm kind of morally ambiguous. I don't really know what's right, but I'll try and I'll follow Gon. So yeah, now this show, I'm not even a sports guy, really. I like video games. I like cartoons. I like anime. But this got me. It's like, okay, volleyball's not bad. These people are cool. It's an A-tier anime. I didn't even. Honestly, I didn't even really finish it, but I enjoyed my watch. I enjoyed my stay. This anime is it's okay. Gintama, I don't know why this is so popular. It's like a little funny show. It's funny. It's okay. It's not the best thing I've ever seen. It's okay for the watch. Fairy Tail is, like I said, it's a literal dog dookie. I don't like it. I really don't like it. Now we have Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist is an S-tier anime. It has that edge or JoJo because the story is so detailed. There's so many characters. You need so many people. And of course there are plot holes like in every other show, but I feel like there are less plot holes. The writing was deliberate. It wasn't. I think it might have been on the spot, but it was deliberate. It was good. It was good. It has to go into S tier. Death Note. Death Note is an amazing show. Amazing show. The story is very thrilling, right? The actions of the characters are kind of stupid. They sort of make the main character hyper intelligent, but you know. So, right. So you suspect this guy, right? You suspect Light to be the guy with the notebook. And you're letting him around people. You're letting him do stuff, right? And sure, he might be one of the smartest kids in Japan. But anyone that knows, everyone that's been to university, right? You might have been the smartest kid in your school. But there are 1,000 schools in Japan. So there are 1,000 smart kids just like you. There are 1,000 smart people just like you. So it kind of made him see like he's like the smartest kid in the world, but like, I don't know, bro. I felt like his actions were smart, but I feel like everyone's actions were so stupid in comparison that it made him so smart. Like a lot of the things, a lot of the thinkings didn't really make sense. But it's an enjoyable show. But if you really sit there and think about it, why are these characters, why does this 18-year-old need to be part of this court case? I mean, you need to be part of the case of a mass serial killer. Why does that make any sense? What? If someone could answer me in the comments, then why that makes sense? You can get a cookie. But it's an S tier anime regardless. Alright. For Dragon Ball Z, I didn't really like it. I haven't really seen much of it. No, I did watch the original series. And I felt that it was okay. It was okay, and I'm like, this is what people were hyping up. Fight scenes were meh. The plot points were meh. And it didn't really seem all too special in comparison to the other animes. Maybe it's nostalgia, maybe it's older, so people had more exposure to it. This could have been people's first anime, but I never felt that was that good. And this one, Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Z, was it Z Super? It's all the same to me. Boruto, Booty Cheeks. This is what I'm trying to say. Boruto, objectively, is a pretty show. It's a pretty show, it's pretty visuals. But it's not Naruto, right? When you have a literal god as your father, right? and he can stop anything, right? And I know they kind of nerfed him, and they nerfed Sasuke, but when you have literal gods, right? What are you doing, bro? Why can't they defeat the big monsters? Why can't they defeat everything? The literal gods in the show. Cause that's what it. Cause I felt like now ninjas before Shippuden were powerful, but not godly. But not godly. Kakashi almost died to Zabuza. Kakashi almost died to Zabuza. He was a good fighter. He was strong. But he wasn't that strong. Compared to Shippuden, he would be a normal foot soldier. He was not that damn strong. But he almost died to Kakashi? The dude that was fighting literal demons, literal gods? Boy, stop playing. Boy, that don't make no sense. He was fighting one of the pain dudes. Kakashi, on feet, by himself, was fighting one of the pain dudes. And you telling me he can't fight Zabuza? Man, get out of here, bro. The power scaling of the later seasons had to go up and up and up and up and up to up the ante, bro. And everyone just got more and more and more powerful. But in the original series, it was a lot better. A lot of series get the idea that to make an enjoyable watch, the character needs to be super powerful. Your character doesn't need to be super powerful. Your character just needs to be smart and intelligent. Your character just needs to have, how do I explain this? It needs to have some dynamic of this guy might die. This is dangerous, right? But when the dude's so powerful, you lose that, boy. These shows didn't realize this, bro. Blue Exorcist was a fun, light-hearted show. Was a fun show. Was an enjoyable watch. Was about a dude who's a demon who goes to a demon school. How many variants of that have we seen? Hundreds. There are hundreds of anime like this. But it was a fun watch. Fun watch, fun fights, fun action. It was fun. It's not the best. It's the best thing in the world. But it's fun. Right? And if you're looking for some that's fun, you can watch it. Now I've been avoiding this. I haven't seen it. Why am I putting it into literal dog dookie? Because I haven't seen it. Now you have this one. Bleach. Bleach is okay. Bleach is okay. Bleach is fine. The fights are good. Right? The action is good. The filler is terrible. And sometimes you don't even know you're in filler. Because you're watching and you're like, okay, this is important. The next episode coming on. Is this still important? Because the filler sneaks itself in. You don't know when it's coming in. And that's why, out of the big three, it was dead last. Out of the big three, it's dead last because it snuck the filler in. It snuck you behind your back. At least with Naruto, you knew it was coming. You knew it was there. But the filler in Bleach snuck you behind your back. I stopped watching when they went to that museum, and they were stuck in there, really? They were stuck in there. Man, they shouldn't have done that. Black Clover. It's a fun show that takes itself seriously. C tier. It's fun. It's lighthearted. It's okay. It's a C tier show. Now, Attack on Titan. The show I've been kind of avoiding because it's so hard to rank it because it's got levers, it's got scales on it. It's not just, it's an objectively good show, but compared to all these good shows, some shows do stuff better and some shows do a lot of stuff worse. I'd say action and threats, action that these people might die, it's a lot better than most of these shows, because you don't know what character's about to die. But I didn't like that so much because every character damn near dies. characters you like die. And it was part of the show, right? And it made it exciting, but it pissed me off as well. Right? And I know what you think. It's better for a show to show you some emotion than no emotion. I didn't like how they killed off a lot of people. A lot of cool people. It's definitely an S tier. It's definitely an S tier. I rewatched it recently, and I'm like, this is so amazing. The show moves pretty fast. There are a lot of arcs. It's interesting, but they killed off some characters that I really liked, and I can't resent it for that. I can't resent the show for that because it's Attack on Titan. It's a war. They're fighting a war. People are going to die, but that plane scene, that fucked me up, man. That fucked me up. I mean, it might be a blimp, but anyone who knows it knows it. It fucked. I didn't like it. It's an S tier show regardless. The show, I forgot the name of it, but it's good. It's an okay show. It's about a guy, a low tier god that gets as like one follower, whatever, and he fights demons. And there's some like aspects of death and life, and God, I feel people need to get over it. We're all gonna die. We're all human. Yeah, it's a good show. And this has to include my ranking, my review of the show. If you have any suggestions, please drop them in the comments below. I'm gonna check out some new rankings. But yeah, thank you so much for coming with me on this tier list. Thank you.